Hello there. We're going to do a different kind of video because I have some props that I don't usually have. I have a new humidifier that is a gift from a patron through Throne Me, and it looks like fire, so it's a little bit harder for you to see on camera, but when you're sitting next to it, the orange light underneath the steam that comes out looks like fire, and I love it, and everyone in my house loves it. So I thought it would be a perfect prop to use for a sound healing. I also have an instrument here. I have a Balinese gender, which hopefully won't be too loud. I'm going to be very careful how I hit it. And I thought that the effect of the fire was best with the rest of the lights out in the room. So I hope I don't look too much like I'm going to tell you a ghost story, because that's not the plan. But we're going to do a healing, and I haven't done one in a long time for everyone. I've done them for patrons, but I haven't done them for everyone in a long time. So I want everybody to get very, very comfortable. And the first thing we're going to do is, you can close your eyes. I'm going to keep my eyes open. I don't always when I do healings, but I have to be able to see the instrument, and I have to hit the right notes. So I want you to get comfortable. If you're seated, that's great. If you prefer to lay down, that's fine. And I want you to imagine the white light from the earth coming up into your tailbone. So this white light is slowly going to rise up your spine, but right now we're going to keep it right at your tailbone. So this is your root chakra. This is a red disc right at the base of your tailbone, and we're going to let that white light open it up like a flower. And that chakra is for safety and security. It's also issues of our body. So different chakras have some control over different body parts, but I always feel like the root chakra is really the most important for physical healing. So I want you to just take a few deep breaths, and I'm going to hit a note on the gender to help balance this chakra. So just allowing the sound to resonate through that chakra at the base of your tailbone, and allow it to use the white light to clear away any blockages you may have in that area. Continue to take deep breaths, as that will really help with the healing. It will help the chakra clear. It will help the chakra to release anything it may be holding on to. Good. Okay, and I'm going to spin that chakra. And then we're going to pull that white light up to your sacral chakra. This is about an inch below your belly button. It's an orange disc, and again, open like a flower. Okay. And that white light is going to do its best to clear away any blockages that you may have. This chakra is what we nurture in the world. So it can be our friends, our family, but it can also be our hobbies, it can be our job, it can be the things that we feel are important and that we put our energy into. And maybe giving us some guidance if we are putting our energy in places that we don't value. And to help with that, I'm going to hit another note on the guitar. Good. And just listening to the sound until it totally fades. It's one thing when we play these instruments, we try to, and hope sometimes the audience will just let that last, usually gong note, just completely play out before applause or before we start talking. We're not always good about it, but it is nice to follow that note all the way to the end. So allowing that sound to clear out any blockages from your sacral chakra and allowing that white light to heal anything that can be healed and spinning that chakra. And having that white light continue to travel up your spine to your solar plexus. So this is right at the base of your rib cage. And this is a yellow disc, again opening like a flower with that white light. And this is a challenging chakra. This is issues of power and control. So where can we take control, but where do we not have any control and we're wasting our energy by focusing on worries, concerns where we actually can take no action? You can focus on solutions, but focusing on problems is not helpful. So this could use some extra help. Beautiful. So, again, setting goals where you can, moving forward where you can, but also release of what you can't control, what you don't have power over. So there is a big difference, and being able to know the difference between spinning your wheels and moving forward. We often use a bit of magical thinking to try and have control where we actually don't have any control. So trying to be aware, it's not easy, and trying to move forward when we can. Good. So letting any blockages clear and spinning that chakra. Good. Okay, let's refocus. And again, feel that white light traveling up from the earth, upper spine, root chakra, sacral chakra, solar plexus, up to our heart, to the green disc, right at our heart center, opening like a flower. And allowing that white light to help remind us what we love. Not just who we love. Who we love is important, but what we love. What do we love to do? What do we love to spend our time at? What do we love? Again, it's similar. It really is connected to that sacral chakra. So is what we're nurturing what we love? And sometimes it's not easy to tell. And it takes some thought. So who we love is also important. Animals we love are also important. Places we love are also important. So let's give that a note. And that heart note really wanted to ring out there. You probably can't hear it as long as I can. But letting that sound and the white light open that chakra, reminding us what we love if we've forgotten. Good. Very good. Okay, I'm pulling that white light up to our throat chakra. Oh, let me spin that chakra. I do spin alternate ways every time. I don't know why. That's just feels right. So we're moving up to the throat chakra, all the way up our spine. We're now at our throat. Blue disc opening like flower, a really teeny little flower. Because the throat's not that big, at least mine is not. But it can belt out a song. So it is also about speaking your truth, communication in general, but I think spiritually it's more about setting boundaries, speaking your truth, saying what needs to be said, staying quiet when you need to stay quiet. And that can be another thing that's hard to know to do. So I think throat chakra is also the root of anger, because anger usually stems from not setting boundaries and feeling like boundaries are crossed. And so if your throat is feeling tight, it could be an anger issue as well. It may be something that you need to express to somebody that you're not. So let's give that a sound. We definitely need a sound with that. That's a nice note to sing. Yeah. I thought, being the throat chakra, could use a little vocalization. So I haven't been singing. I could not sing for most of the month of February because I was very sick. I had a cold, I had a cough, then I had a sinus infection. And then there was about a week when I could sing, but it kind of sounded like a frog. And I'm just coming out of that week. So I'm hoping that this week will be a week full of singing, because I have a vocal teacher here to work with, and I have not been able to have lessons with her for a month, which breaks my heart. So, all right, so letting that throat clear. And if you want to hum a note, if it helps to clear that, that's not a terrible thing to do. All right, and spinning that chakra, and then moving up to your third eye. That's an indigo disc, right middle of your head, in between your eyes, basically right in through here. And that's another pretty big disc, depending on the size of your head. Indigo disc, and probably depending on your intuition and the level of your intuition. So this is your inner knowing. This is the wisdom you have that you may not always listen to. It can be hard because our brain does a lot of chatter that is not helpful. And sometimes it can be hard to parse out what is actually some wisdom, knowledge, intuition, and what is fears and concerns about safety and worry. And it's mostly fears, fears of different things, fears of not being safe, fears of not having what we need, fears of not having community, not having the people that we need. But trying to not let that inner chatter cause us to ignore the actual wisdom we do have. So let's give that a note. We definitely need a note for that one. So sometimes that inner wisdom comes to us in the morning when we first wake up and our brain is clear. It's one of the things that our brain does while it sleeps is it clears out a lot of the unnecessary things that are in our head. So after a good night's sleep, sometimes you can hear that wisdom a little bit clearer. And sometimes during or after meditation, both things can help. And maybe after this healing, I hope. Okay, and spinning that chakra. And then moving up to the top of your head, to your crown chakra. So it's a violet disc, just opening like a flower. It's like the satellite on the top of your head. So it's letting in the wisdom and guidance you may receive from outside. So whether it's energy or spirit or God or whatever it is that you believe in, it's being able to hear that guidance when it's being given. And sometimes it is very clear. It can kind of hit us like a thunderbolt sometimes. But sometimes it's much more subtle. And it can be, seeing the same thing many times. Or I have actually literally found tarot cards on the ground. That one seemed a little bit obvious. So, yeah. But I think being open to it is a big part. So let's give that a note. Ooh. That one died out fast. Let's try it again. A little bit better. That's kind of a dead note. Maybe we're struggling. Maybe many of us are struggling with hearing what we're being told. Hearing the guidance we need to hear. So letting that white light really hit that chakra and allowing it to open up that chakra so that maybe we can hear a little bit clearer. We want a nice big satellite on the top of our heads. It looks like I've got ears. It's not ears. There's only so much flower-like I can do on the top of my head, but I want that satellite well open so I can hear what's coming in. Good. And let's spin that chakra. And then let's pull down. We just had a full moon, I think 2 days ago. So that silver light from the moon should still be pretty bright. And it is a bit harsher than that white light. That's why we start with the white light from the earth. But let's pull down that silver light just to clear away any blockages we may still have. So pull down into that satellite that is hopefully nice and open now. Down through your third eye, down to your throat, to your heart, down to your solar plexus, to your sacral chakra, and down to your root. And let's pull up the white light again and have it travel all the way up your spine to the top of your head. So now our body is filled with this silver light from above and this white light from below. And imagine it turning a green for love and healing. And then we're going to push that out all around us. So it's like there's an egg surrounding us, like our aura. And we're going to fill that with that green light. And have it help us give a little bit of a buffer for the rest of at least today, maybe a little bit longer. But the nice thing is you can always listen to this video again and renew that healing energy. And that is your healing. And I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope the sounds were a nice addition. This is one of my favorite instruments. And I love the sounds of it being played, especially when it's played outdoors. It was rainy and yucky out today, so outdoors wasn't an option. Plus, I wanted to use this beautiful humidifier. So thank you again. You know who you are. And it means a lot to me as a birthday wish. So tomorrow is my birthday, and I'm having a nice birthday weekend so far. I actually just got back from a massage about an hour ago. So a massage and a healing and probably some tarot this evening. Sounds like a lovely mystical birthday for me.